Hey guys, welcome back. Input Takashi here with part 6 of Crimson Gray. Now for you guys watching, I will have been back to uploading for a little while. In fact, I would have already uploaded Crimson Gray part 2 through 5 since I started uploading again. But for me, this is actually my first one recording since I got back to it, as part 2 of Crimson Gray, along with all the way to part 5, was all recorded before my break. I know this is an update video, however, I'm just going to go really quickly into this. The reason I took a break is I just wasn't seeing much interaction with my videos, and it kind of got me unmotivated to continue. However, when I posted my comments, some people were asking for this back, and, of course, I like playing these as well, so it's good for all of us to get back in here. Anyhow, enough of these asides. I am sorry some of the voices don't match from before, but let's get back into it. Now, for those of you who are watching again, this is either a week after my previous upload, so you probably remember what she asked, or you are watching from the playlist and you literally just saw it. However, for those who have been off for a while like I have, just a fresh reminder what she's asking us again. Let's scroll back here just a moment to see exactly what she was like. John, do you want to have sex again? Okay, so that's the question at hand. Now, would we want to decline her offer? That would be very rude of us. As we said before in the last chapter, it would be rude past me from a few months ago. So we will be a true gentleman, of course, and we shall agree, of course. This is the only gentlemanly answer here, my good sirs. The only gentlemanly answer. I agree. Sure, we can if you want. And if I don't want? Huh? Last time, it was too much for me. I think I can't handle so much emotion at once. I want to be with you again. I want it so badly. But maybe it would be better to wait. Like, until we're married? Oh my, no! No, we can't get married in school. So that would be forever. I can't wait that long. But let's wait a little longer, okay? Let me get used to having you so close first. I think I understand. Of course. Lizzie, we can wait. I knew I made the right choice asking you. Lizzie snuggled up against me, which, admittedly, did bring sex to mind, but she was also happy just to hold... Oh, sorry, this was... Ooh, mistakes with Takashi. Okay, so I auto-corrected it because, like, in my head I was like, okay, he's probably talking about her because, again, it's kind of like his perspective from there. But now we're switching back to a third-person perspective where it's like, but he was also happy just to hold her close. Right. Again, I'm not used to the perspectives yet. I'm just getting back into it, so I do expect a few mistakes. I do apologize. Again, all of these videos I do are unedited. If you guys want me to do more edited professional videos, let me know. I'll probably still do a lot of these unedited ones. But certain series that seem to garner more attention, I might start doing edited versions of them, if that's what you guys want. Again, guys, the best way to communicate with me is in the comment section below or on my Discord, but probably in the comment section if it's about my videos. So do hit that up. If you do want my Discord, let me know and I can put the link back out there. I'm not super pushing it, so I'm not uploading links everywhere. Mostly that's to prevent trolls from getting in there. I feel like if I make it more public, we're probably going to get more of those trolls in there, and I'm all about good energy. I don't like trolls, so keeping all that out. Just a thing. Anyhow, again, sorry so soon to get sidetracked. I get sidetracked a lot of my videos, you watch them, you know that. I think this will be better for the long term. It used to be I couldn't think so far ahead. Everything just ended when it reached you. But now that I have you, I'm starting to think further into the future. I want us to have each other forever and ever. Since he didn't have a good answer to that, John just held her a little closer. Lizzie lay her head against his chest, and he kissed the top of it gently. They stayed there for a little while, and for a moment, he was only happy. But then, the gears in his brain began turning again. Fortunately, they took him to something other than a mire of depression. I think you were capable of planning before. Sorry, I think you were capable of planning before, though. I mean, you and an IUD, that requires a lot of planning. At first, before I'd met you, I could hardly even bear to image anything beyond that meeting. But then, when you actually noticed me, actually cared for me, I started thinking a little more. I knew you always worried and got sad, so I wanted to prepare so that you would focus entirely on me. That was just a simple fragment of my plan, though. My plans then were very strange. Strange? Strange how? Lizzie giggled cheerfully and shook her head against his chest. Don't worry about it. And they don't matter now. We can make new plans, together. Sitting there with her, that sounded pretty good. Maybe everything would work out, after all. So there's several days later, there's a little break in there. We're moving on to the next scene, so I just want to really quickly apologize again for the mistakes I'm making. I'm probably going to make more mistakes than usual since, again, I'm not practicing it. I really need to make this on a regular basis so I don't get out of practice and expand everything. There's a lot of things I have in store for you guys. I've been wanting to do, been thinking about. I might throw a few of them out there soon just to see what you guys react to them, see how you like them, and then we'll go from there. Several days later, John was assigned a female lab partner in science class. She was an okay match. He didn't know her very well, but she had always seemed compassionate about his depression. They worked together fine, just completed their assignments and finished class. But when he stepped outside, he spotted Lizzie watching him and gnawing on her fingers. No, not watching him. Watching his classmate. Well, shit. The next day, he made sure to invite Lizzie to each lunch with. I'm pretty sure that's meant to be eat lunch with him in the forest in their usual spot. She came, but didn't bring any lunch for him or for herself. And they grabbed food from the cafeteria instead, but the mood remained strange. Are you doing okay, Lizzie? John, you love me, right? Of course I do. Good. Do we need to talk about my new lab partner? Because I didn't ask for a change. The teacher did. No, there's no need to talk about her ever again. John. This was obviously not getting him anywhere. While chewing on his sandwich, John tried to think of something to get her mind off the subject. Okay, here we go. We got some choices. Start a conversation about her interests. Start a conversation about romance. Start a conversation about her peers. Start a conversation about morality. Oh, John. Johnny boy. A dreamer. Actually, this is a bit of a choice, though. The morality one would be an interesting. I almost want to just see what it's like. So we might drop a save here, just go back and see what that's like later. But I don't want it to be our main story here for now. I want to pick something different for our canonical ending, as we call it for this channel, anyways. So let's see. Should we start a conversation about her interests or start a conversation about romance? Starting one about peers, even if it's her peers in general, sounds absolutely like a terrible idea. No, actually, it might be interesting to see too, because like, what if John starts going after her, like, you know, like Yandere, like, are you with other guys? Are you talking to other guys? Like, how dare you associate with other guys? You know, like the just tables turn, and that'd be kind of an interesting perspective. So we might go back later and make a video, like, what if we pick these choices? Let me know in the comment section if you would like to see that. So we're going to start a conversation about her interests. You know, the other day I looked, and your grades are actually exceptionally good. Lizzie fidgeted for a bit, then seemed to focus on his words and nodded. I try a little. If I don't do the work, then the teachers bother me, and I don't like that. Do you have a favorite subject? No. They don't matter. Well, maybe chemistry. I started paying attention because it seemed so useful. And I guess now, I think it's a little interesting. Useful? Really? Oh yes, chemistry classes were where I learned how to make chloroform. Oh, how lovely, of course. What would our lovely Yandere do without chloroform? Lizzie, focusing on the priorities, I see. Great. Wonderful. Just fantastic. It's the same as with my knives. I don't need so many, but I guess I like them a little. They're wonderful objects. Beauty and functionality fused together. Wow, that was kind of poetic. Nervous laughter. It didn't say that in the script, but I'm just like imagining, like, if you're with a girl, she just has to be like, yeah, you know, I really love my knives. You'd be like, oh, that's great. Yep, me too. Uh-huh. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can have passion for knives, but I mean, I think we know what she likes about them, so maybe not so much. You thought so? You actually liked it? I'm so happy. For the rest of lunch, Lizzie actually opened up a little more about her interests. Hey! Boys, and girls, guess what? We gotta open her up. Remember, she's been kind of blogging us off about issues regarding her. She mostly just wants to talk about us. But here we go. Most of them were a little disturbing, but he was glad to see her care about anything other than him. Given how well the conversation went, he would almost think that everything was better, but a dark part of his mind told him that it could never be that easy. Did we make a mistake? As if fate wanted to taunt him, the entire week was scheduled to the lab assignments. His classmate did her fair share and was friendly enough, so it would have been easy if not for Lizzie. He couldn't spot her anymore, but he was sure she was watching. It was possible that she'd become better at hiding herself. You here with me, John? Sorry. My head was in the clouds. What am I missing? Nothing. We're done. I was saying good job, but you didn't seem to hear it all. I didn't. Sorry. I've been distracted lately. No big deal. Hey, can I ask you a question, though? You and Lizzie are dating, right? Yeah. What's she like? I tried to get to know her once, but it's like she's not even on the same planet. I'm surprised she found anyone. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy for her. I'm just a little curious is all. Oh, another choice. Which means, again, not sure if you guys want to see it or not. Again, comment below if you do. But I'm going to drop another save to have our choices saved up for later on if we want to pick different choices and kind of see different outcomes. And I may make a little compilation video of that kind of thing. So, let's read our options here. Say romantic things about Lizzie. Say positive things about Lizzie. Say very little about Lizzie. Say negative things about Lizzie. Warn lab partner to avoid Lizzie. I mean, the last one is very practical, but I think it could actually end up backfiring. Say romantic things about Lizzie. That's an option, and say positive things about Lizzie is an other option. We could say very little things about Lizzie. Again, that's also kind of practical, but you know, she's like the only light in our boy's world here, so of course he's going to say romantic things about Lizzie, the love of his life. All right, let's go ahead and choose that option, shall we? She's the best girlfriend I could ever ask for. Do you think she's listening or something? Is she? I mean, no, she's honestly such a sweet and caring person. I'm so glad to hear that. I wanted to believe good things about her. Anyway, I was just asking out of my curiosity. Maybe our high school only has one lost cause now. Lost cause? Girls who none of us can get along with. I mean, but if Lizzie has a boyfriend, I guess that excludes her from the category. So, who's left? It's not me, is it? No, no. It's another girl in our year. I forgot her name, actually. She may be dating one of your friends right now. Then why is she still a lost cause? As near as I can tell, she regularly gets really obsessed with a boy. But it never lasts. But, sorry, I didn't mean to throw this much gossip at you. Oh, so she's one of those fake yanderes. Okay. A bit of an aside, but since it's a yandere video, I think it's on topic. I call them fake yanderes. Yanderes that are obsessed with a guy, but they are obsessed with multiple guys, either at once or at separate times. Again, yanderes are extremely unrealistic in multiple ways, which, obviously in real life, the bad yanderes, the ones that are psychotic, are, again, completely no-goes. The ones that only actually turn violent or crazy if you cheat, like actually cheat, those ones I call safe zone yanderes. Safe, quote-unquote. Again, they might still be a little crazy under the hood, but, they can at least operate in society, functionally. But these fake yanderes, I call them that because I think of a yandere as obsessing over one person, and that one person alone. And it can be different versions of that person, like in Miurai Nikki, not to spoil it, but there is something like that in Miurai Nikki. Again, I'm not going to go into detail because I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't watched it yet, which if you haven't and you're planning to, you're really behind. Or you're really young. Maybe this is like 20 years in the future and people are still watching my YouTube channel. If so, hi people from 20 years in the future. I'm an old man now. But anyhow, back to the video. That's okay. Anyway, you headed to your locker too? We should have been walking while we talked, now that I think about it. No, I have to stay here to do something. Alright, see ya. Being seen walking with her would have been even worse from Lizzie's perspective. John wondered if he'd already made a mistake talking with her that long, but it was too late to change now. Will Lizzie really spend her entire life being that jealous of him? For now, he didn't have the strength for multiple relationships, so it didn't matter much. But later in life, if he'd want to have friends too, or was it just women that bothered her? Asking directly probably wouldn't help, but he could... Lizzie was standing directly behind him. Hey, Lizzie, how are you? Again, I'm not sure how he's saying that there, but I'm just imagining he's surprised a bit. John, did something bad happen? I wish you wouldn't talk to her. You don't really think she's trying to steal me, do you? But she is. She wants to steal your time every single day. What? Do you just get upset anytime anyone talks to me? Lizzie, I love you. Only you. Thank you, John. I think I'll always need to hear you say that. So, no more problems? Okay, just don't smile at her so much. I'll do my best, but seriously, I want to be smiling at anyone if not for you. With that, Lizzie slipped out of the room again. John felt as though he should stop her, but it was already too late. He took a deep breath and rubbed his eyes. Hopefully, this would just be an annoyance, not an actual problem. With Lizzie, it was hard to tell, but she hadn't done anything dangerous since the tree. Next, John had another session scheduled with Miss Smith, but he decided to swing by his locker first. Aww, what a cute note. Okay, so Lizzie left us a note here with a lot of forevers, and Lizzie and John. That's adorable. Aww, Look at that. To his surprise, he found a note from Lizzie there. Their names in a heart with the word forever repeated multiple times around them. Had she placed it now or earlier in the day? It had been a while since he'd checked his locker. Frowning, "Oh, John, you should be smiling. This is a very sweet gesture, my boy. Why are you so upset? Come on now, boy. Let's not be upset." John tucked it in his pocket and headed onward. He found Miss Smith in the middle of her work, as usual. Today, it seemed heavier than normal. So, actually, I think I'm going to end it there for now, and we will continue in the next episode. Again, I'd like some feedback. Your feedback may be too late for Crimson Gray, as I'm doing weekly uploads for now. Or I was at the time I was doing this. I might have fastened them up. Hopefully I haven't dropped off. Either way, let me know what you guys would like to see more of. Let me know if you're still good with me talking the videos like I have been. I hope it hasn't been too much. Anyhow, guys, love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Laters.